We talked last week about how to simplify radical expressions, right? We want to look at another option for simplifying radicals that contain variable expressions. So if I have something that is the nth root of x to the m power, right, the first thing I would do is rewrite it using rational exponents as x to the m divided by n power. Right? Then what I need to do is I need to take out the whole number amount, right, assuming m is greater than n. If m was less than n, we wouldn't need to simplify in the first place because it would already be simplified. So to use the rules of exponents to simplify our expression, we would be changing x to the m divided by n, right, into x to the a and b over n. Right, so rewrite it as a mixed number. And my rule of exponents said that if I had both of those things, the whole part and the fraction part, I could separate them into x to the a power and x to the b over n power. Right. If I change the rational exponent back to radical form, that leaves me with x to the a and then the nth root of x to the b power. The key part, b is always going to be less than n or it's not simplified. So if we go ahead and look at a couple specific examples. A reminder, if there's no number outside the radical as an index, it's the square root, and we can put a 2 there. So if I rewrite this as a rational exponent, it would be x to the 8 over 2, which is actually the same thing as x to the 4th power. There's no fraction left, which means there's no radical left, right? So it simplifies to x to the 4th power. In number 2, the 5th root of x to the 15th power, we're going to do something very similar, right? So we're going to rewrite it in rational exponent form, 15 over 5 power, but 15 is divisible by 5, so it's just x to the 3rd. Right, eventually we want to get used to this enough so that we could do it in our head without having to show that step, right? But here, I get x to the 11 thirds, which is really x to the, well, how many 3's fit into 11, right? It's 3 and 2 thirds, right? So I have x to the 3rd and x to the 2 thirds, right? My rule for exponents was that I would add those together to get 3 and 2 thirds, right? So I can also separate them. And then if I rewrite the radical part, I still have the x to the 3rd that's not under a radical, but this part here, I need to write back into radical form. The denominator was 3, so that's my index, and then I still have x squared. Right. Or the last one. The square root, again, no value, I can put a 2, of x to the 17th power is the same thing as x to the 17 halves power. Well, 17 over 2 is the same as 17 over 2. How many 2's fit into 17? Well, 8 and a half. Right. So I can say that's like x to the 8th and x to the 1/2. The x to the 8th is not going to turn into a radical part, but the x to the 1/2 part is, because there's still a fraction for an exponent. The 1/2 power means the square root of x. And notice that now I have the first power left, and that's less than the square root, or here that the 2 was less than 3, which is how I knew it was simplified. So see if you could try a few more of those yet.